everyone, and welcome back to another channel update. I am really excited because it has been a big week. We have hit some amazing milestones this week, and we've been going on so many adventures, and I have finally been able to go outside and go walk around our lake and see a few adventures in real life too, because it's warming up. It's almost spring. It's almost spring. It's almost spring. Yeah, it's still like really far away from March 20th, which is when spring is, but it's almost spring, so I'm so excited. Spring is my favorite season. I say that about every season, it seems, but spring is definitely one of my favorite seasons because all of the trees start waking up and there's different bird songs starting to show up and the tiny little itty bitty green seedlings start popping up, and I just love that. So I'm really excited that the weather is starting to change, and that means that we are probably going to be going on more adventures, which you guys will see in the forms of vlogs, either here on the main channel or over at the vlog channel, which I swear I will. I keep saying I'm going to revive it. I've been saying that. Well, it was my New Year's resolution, then it was my Chinese New Year's resolution, and now it's my spring year resolution, my spring resolution. Everybody, you know what? Actually having like spring resolutions, that feels even better to me than having like New Year's or Chinese New Year's resolutions. I get Chinese New Year's more because it's with the Lunar New Year, but having a spring resolution, maybe we should do that, you guys. Maybe that's something we'll do over on the vlog channel, like spring resolutions. Woo, what are we gonna do? Maybe some spring cleaning or gardening or go walking or something. The things that I absolutely love because nature's awesome. So yeah, we're moving our way into spring, and so you're gonna see me get more and more excited and more hyper because I adore this time of year. I'm not a winter person. I know that about myself. The gray overcast skies are just not my friend, even though today it's gray and overcast because it's going to be raining. I do like rainy days, but anyway, rambling as usual. So I've got my little teacup. This is the beautiful little hummingbird teacup. I can't believe so many of you guys have actually drawn this in the fan art, which is amazing. And we are ready to talk about those amazing milestones that we have hit this week. So one of those milestones is kind of a huge one. It's something that has taken me, I think it's been about 8 months to achieve compared to when we hit our 2,000 video milestone. Guys, all these months later, at almost 140 plus videos a month, we are already at 3,000 YouTube videos. So that's like, I can't even, so assuming most of those are like 20 minutes a piece to 25 minutes a piece, that's a lot of time. That is tremendous. And I just, 3,000? Like when I think about it, it kind of blows my mind because it doesn't feel like that many adventures. And yet at the same time, we started off with Sims 2. We worked our way up into doing Zoo Tycoon 2. We have hundreds of Zoo Tycoon 2 episodes. And then we've got hundreds and hundreds. I counted, we're close to about 800. We're closing in on 800 episodes of zoo crafting all combined between all 3 seasons and the side quests and everything added up. We're almost at 800 episodes of zoo crafting. We're going to have to do something huge for 1,000 episodes of zoo crafting. I don't know. It's going to have to be like some sort of real life thing. Go to the zoo or something. Maybe I'll do a zoo meetup. I'll think about that in North Carolina. So we'll have to look into that. But yeah, we're going to hit 1,000 episodes of zoo crafting some point this year. So we're at about episode 50. So when we get close to episode 250, then, I might not even be in North Carolina by then, but then you guys will know that we are really close to celebrating 1,000 episodes of zoo crafting. So that's going to be kind of amazing, but it's really fun because for me, it's not quite like, I want the numbers to be a certain number. It's just so fun to know 3,000 videos means that we've done so much. It means hundreds of episodes of Farmville 2. It means that we have tried out, we dabbled in City Skylines, which I kind of want to do again because I love city builder games like that. We have so many Sim stories. We have hundreds of episodes in our Legacies years, actually. We've been playing Sims 2 with the Green family for almost 2 years now. That's a long time. That's a very long time to follow one family, and personally, I love it because then you get to really get attached to those Sims and their legacies and just keep following them along the way. We have hundreds of episodes of the North Star family in Sims 3. Let's see, what else do we have a ton of? lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of Zoo Tycoon 2, and I really try hard in Zoo Tycoon 2 to put a lot of real facts about animals in there. So if you really want to come away from watching our adventures together feeling like you learned something, Zoo Tycoon 2, that's the way to go. Also our specimens. So our specimen Saturdays, our specimen spotlights. I used to always do the specimen episodes on Saturdays, and then I started not hitting the Saturday goal, but still getting the specimen episodes out. So it's been changed to being called Specimen Spotlight. And so today we actually had a Specimen Spotlight come out. You guys may have seen it yet. If it's not out yet, it will be out. It's at the St. Louis Zoo. It's just like the painted dog one we did. We're going to be focusing on how we saw the hyenas, the cheetahs, and the Asian elephants. So there's going to be a lot of that content not only coming up, but that we have celebrated in our series over time. In fact, here's a hyena right here on the screen. You can just see like her ear right there. So I like leaving that up because you guys get so excited about the animals that like kind of rotate by. So that's fun. I should probably change my background to being some of the pictures I've taken of the animals that we've seen at zoos, because that'll be really, really fun. But yeah, so if you guys want to actually learn from our channel, there's hundreds of videos you can do that with. Zoo Tycoon 2, the Specimen Spotlights. I have hundreds, well maybe hundreds is an exaggeration, at least over 100 vlogs of these Tweety guys. I know, I've been trying to set my camera up like against their cage and they just don't calm down. They're like, no, that's a new thing. Birds are very flighty that way, no pun intended, haha. So it's hard to get them to get used to a camera, but I'm hoping after we move and I kind of get my office set up, I might be able to put in like a cheap little webcam or something and like get some streaming of my birds or get some video of my birds. So that'll be coming up. But yeah, hundreds and hundreds, thousands, not just hundreds, thousands of episodes are now up and done. And it's really fun because some of you guys, I know you guys are excited too. Is it so Starburst? That's Starburst. He's one of my oldest ones. Yeah, that's right. He's letting us know he's excited about the hundreds of episodes, in which most of those you can hear them, because I figured my birds are always going to be near me because they're my buddies during the day, so I just roll with it and hope you guys can forgive me when there's random bird noises in the background. Most of you guys, I'm surprised, think that that's actually part of the games, or that I add in the bird sound like a track that I put down in the video. No, it's just because I can't bear to be parted from my friends. They're my buddies. They stay with me all day while I work. So that's why you hear them in the background. But yeah, 3,000 videos! We're getting closer to my big goal. I have this ridiculous goal that I'll talk about on the vlog channel of just what it would be fun to do with how many videos I want to make before I can consider my YouTube career like accomplished or something. And it's just a random number I picked that I really like, but we'll talk about that on the vlog channel. Let me think. And yeah, I mean, there's vlogs, there are Q&A series when we did Greenhouse Rambles, which I need to continue to update. So we've got in the greenhouse, which was the first version of Greenhouse Rambles, and you can just see my skills over the last 2.5 years really develop and change significantly. I think I've had my YouTube channel for 3 years now, and I used to update with maybe 2 or 3 Sims 2 videos once a month. And now here we are doing up to 7 to 9 videos a day, sometimes depending, just because I'm so, I don't want to flood the channel. It's always hard for me to find that balance because I don't want to flood the channel. But you guys, I really have so many ideas and so many adventures I want to go on, so many games I want to try, so many stories I want to tell you, so many places I actually physically want to go and record and show you guys in vlogs and teach you about. I want to go and visit the Red Wolf Coalition over in the Outer Banks in North Carolina and be able to interview the people who work with the Red Wolves there, maybe even get some footage of the Red Wolves. I want to be able to go and see the Sea Turtle Hospital that's on the Outer Banks. I want to go see the aquariums. I want to try going to the Georgia Aquarium, which is supposed to be like the top ranked aquarium in the entire world. I want to see if I can get a like VIP tour of the Duke Lemur Research Center. I want to be able to interview real zookeepers, real scientists, real researchers, and ask them the questions you guys are always asking me. How do I become a biologist? What would you say? What are your hobbies? What things did you least expect would help you with your career that you're doing now? Like, I never expected being a nanny would help me with what I do now. I never expected that working at a pet store would help me with what I do now. I never expected that surviving the misery that was my public speaking class in college, when I was the shyest little thing who would be too scared to go into Walmart by myself because I was like oh my gosh, I was so socially anxious just a few years ago. And I never would have guessed that that kind teacher, the kind professor I had, and getting an A in the public speaking class would have translated into our community today. So I want to interview people, and I want them to tell me those things so that hopefully their stories can help you guys become the scientist or just the curious minds that you want to be. So it's really fun because we have 3,000 adventures already done, already served up. You can see the development of my skill from my very first Sims 2 videos, which I was actually rewatching because Ben tossed me a link the other day, and they were not that bad. They're not great, but they're not that bad. And I'm also like, oh my gosh, I really... Oh, you can almost not hear me over the music, but you can see that spark of creativity is there, and it was really fun. It was kind of like looking at my baby pictures in a way. So I've been thinking, would you guys like if I did reaction videos to a couple of those things, maybe to the oldest, my very first video, or the very first zoo crafting? That would be fun. So yeah, 3,000. And thank you for letting me babble and ramble about my feelings over those 3,000 for a second too, because that's a huge goal. That's hours and hours and hours of work, and that's 3,000 videos in 3 years. And like I said, my intention is never to try to flood our channel with tons of stuff. It's kind of twofold. The reason that I put so many videos up is because I am still a smaller channel. We're still a smaller community, but I care about all of you, and we actually grew. That's the other big milestone we hit. We hit 46,000 subscribers, and oh my goodness, welcome everyone. Hi, if this is the first time you've seen me. It's always so exciting when I put these update vlogs up every week and someone's like, Seri, this is the first time I've seen you. So hello, if this is the first time you've seen me. And to cut through a question I also get, I'm part Hawaiian. So that is what you're kind of seeing in my coloring and my very round face and my big nose, which I love all of those aspects of myself. Isn't it so cute? And it takes years to get to the point where you can say that about yourself, I know. But yeah, if this is your first time, hello guys, nice to see you too. And oh my gosh, I'm just so happy. 46,000 people. And the cool thing about our community is 46,000 subscribers to the Pixel Biologist channel means not only that we have that many people wanting to share our adventures, but for all of us, that means we're not alone. You're not alone in having other people out in the world who share your passion for the natural world. You are not alone in caring about animals and caring about learning more things and caring about plants and loving gardens, chickens, whatever it is. You're not alone. And that is one of the biggest things I hear from people, is how lonely they feel, because no one else in their school, no one else in their family wants to go on walks in the park, cares about animals, wants to learn about why giraffe tongues are the color they are, or how big a cheetah's heart is. And that can make you feel really lonely when everybody else seems to be caught up. I was in the same place in high school. Except for a couple of my really cool friends, everyone else seemed to be caught up in what was on, MTV or what new shoes they could buy. And there's a time and place for all of that, but it made me feel super left out because there wasn't anybody who just wanted to go and take pictures of mushrooms that you could find on a trail. There wasn't anybody who wanted to watch a guinea pig give birth. And so it made you feel really okay, I guess I don't have any friends. But that's the thing with our community, is that those 46,000 people, when you see that number, I want you guys to remember that that's not oh, Seri's doing so well, her channel is doing so well. Those are people out there in this world who share your passion, who share your curiosity. So you are not alone. You may not have somebody right now in your school with you, or if you're older like me, an apartment neighbor that you can share those kinds of oh, look at the hawk, look at the bald eagle excitement pieces with, but you're not alone. So don't let that anxiety get to you, because you're not alone. We all share this excitement and this creativity and passion together. So I hope that really helps you guys, because for me, that is what the biggest achievement of seeing the subscriber count grow means to me. Not so much personal success, because I really don't feel like a subscriber number is a good metric of personal success. It is a kind of metric, but it's not a good one, because it's just so variable and there's lots of factors. I have lots of people who can't subscribe because of their age group, or who just don't want to, and that's fine too. But it is an indicator of what the community that you're building shares and how big that community is. And so that's why it makes me so excited. And I hope that gives you guys some solace and excitement too. So yeah, so 3,000 videos, 46,000 people. So like in our community, which is amazing. And that has been our week, you guys. And thank you for letting me ramble, because 3,000 videos is actually kind of a big deal. I'm actually super excited about that. Oh goodness. Okay. And then let's see. Speaking of rambling and unrambling, or unraveling, I should say, Unravel is coming back. I've been really sick. You can probably hear it just a teensy bit this week. I caught something that wonderful Chips managed to give me, because that's how things work when you can't resist giving him just a little kiss. It's like, oh, I know you're feeling sick, but you're my wonderful darling, and I love you. I just want to give you a little kiss goodnight. And then the next thing you know, you get what they had, and you're sick too. So that'll be a lesson to you. Don't kiss your darlings when they're sick, even though they're adorable, because you'll get sick too. So Unravel is coming back. It is so beautiful. I tend to like to play it at night, so that actually those guys are asleep. So that's why sometimes it takes a while for me to get the episodes up, is because I like to wait until they go to bed, and they go to bed on the dot at 7:30 p.m. So 7:30 comes, their lights go off, they line up in the little row, and they go to sleep. Maybe I'll show you guys that one day in a vlog on the vlog channel, because it's not really much to see, but it's kind of cute how they all line up like in a little row. They're really adorable. I love my birds. See, and 46,000 people who could also love animals. It's awesome. So there's that. And then the dinosaur side series in Zoo Crafting is coming up very soon. We're actually going to be spending some time hopefully looking for a place to be able to start building our dinosaur laboratories. It's going to be pretty far away from our main zoo crafting area, because I want to have plenty of room to spread out. We're going to go for quantity in dinos this time, so I know a lot of you guys are super excited about that. And I'm thinking about all sorts of fun things, like maybe making special types of dinos or hybrid dinos. Not things that are very educational, I will admit. And oh my gosh, Ben, I feel like Ben's going to explode when I talk about these things, because he doesn't like that idea. But that's because we're trying to sort the fiction from the reality of all sorts of information. And dinosaurs, unfortunately, because they're so popular in media, have a lot of misrepresentations. Like, there's not enough feathers. There's really not enough feathers when you look at like the actual scientific information about them compared to how they were usually represented. So I'm going to make very clear distinctions when we start the Dinocide series on what I know, at least, which is very little because I'm still learning about prehistoric life. About the animals, but you know, we're going to come up with really fun things. And I know the farming side series is definitely going to have mythological creatures. We're going to be making up all sorts of like constellation horse breeds from Horsehaven into Minecraft. We already had someone who sent in a Leo horse skin, which was really cool, so thank you. I lost your link. I have the horse like skin saved, and I was going to be like, look at this awesome skin that so-and-so made for us. I just can't find you again. So if that was you, shout out in the comments. So yeah, that's coming up. Dinosaur side series. We're going to be starting in March, but we're going to look for where to be in it coming up like in the next couple weeks in Zoo Crafting, if everything goes to plan, because something did not go to plan that you guys are going to see tomorrow. Big bad didn't go to plan, so I have to fix what happened, and then hopefully that'll work itself out. I haven't forgotten about ARC. Now that things are kind of calming down with trying to figure out where we might move. We still don't know exactly where we're going to move, but the choices are whittling down as the wonderful Chips figures out where he wants to go get his PhD. And so once he maybe sorts that out, we'll look into perhaps doing ARC again, because I really wanted to do it with him, because I thought that would be pretty fun. And the Warrior Cat series was meant to come out this weekend. I've just been really sick, so I decided to push it to next weekend. It's coming though, and I have a feeling it's going to be another one of those long series that we have, but it is coming, and it'll be on Sims 3. And thank you guys so much, by the way, for letting me know where you would like to see the Sims be. So we are going to keep the Sims all on the main channel, I decided. We're not going to split off into another Sims channel, because the people who said they were interested in the Sims channel just meant in the way that they would love to see more Sims content. Sims content is like my little ode to my own creativity and excitement, my little treat at the end of making sure I have Zoo Crafting and Wolf Quest and Slime Rancher and all the other things finished. that's when I really have fun being able to go and make Sims content. So I do want to make more of it. It just doesn't, it doesn't have quite the excited fan base as I will admit Adorable Slime Rancher does. So it kind of goes to the bottom of my list when I'm going in order of trying to get things done. But we are going to have more Sims content showing up. And then to try to help keep everything organized, I'll try to do update videos for the different series now and then to kind of summarize what happened. Maybe have some of those like Sim character summary videos where it's just like a short little 7-minute video, if that kind of explains who the Sim is, what their history was, shows you some pictures or video of what they used to be like, and then shows you where you can see that behavior like in links to different videos. So that, and then I might try starting my Sims Tumblr up again just to keep links and organization, family trees, things like that sorted. Speaking of family trees, there's a big surprise coming in Wolf Quest. I'm very excited about that. You guys will see that coming up soon. Oh gosh, and then what else? And I think that's about it for now, you guys. And we're actually going to have another special video out shortly today when we open up our newest fan mail. We've got fan mail! So you're going to see the first snail mail video of the year come out later today as well, because we have just enough fan mail to justify making a snail mail video. That was going to be this one, but I've rambled too long as usual because I was just so excited. 3,000 videos, 46,000 subscribers. There we go. And just all of the adventures coming up. And there's so many other things I want to try to record and touch on. You might start seeing random games sort of pop up now and then, because there's just things like the Harvest Moon and Rune Factory games I want to start recording. I want to keep at least one of those series going at all times. And then we've got Sims 2 that I want to try to bring back. Stardew Valley comes out. It's kind of like a Harvest Moon type game that's going to be coming out on Steam this month, so I'm very excited about that. I've been following it for a long time. It's kind of like Starbound meets Harvest Moon, and it looks really amazing, and I am a sucker for Harvest Moon and farming and gardening sort of games, so that's going to be showing up. And yeah, just a lot of other things. There's vet games, indie games, wildlife management games. There's the games that we got on when I went to the little game store, and the games I was able to get thanks to Kate donating to us. Oh, and all the mushrooms are gone. All the mushrooms sold. Oh my gosh, they went so fast. Like, I knew that they would probably go fast, but I didn't expect them to be like next day all 3 mushrooms found homes. So thank you guys so much. All of that is going towards being able to help me take care of the channel. There's a couple major upgrades that I'm trying to save up for, and it's kind of tricky to do that. So I'm going to be making more mushrooms that you guys will be able to adopt if you would like to, and I'll make a little announcement video when they are ready to go. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and thank you so much, because this is adventure after adventure after adventure that we're able to share, and there's so many more I want to go on. So even though 3,000 feels like a big number, it really does just feel like only the very beginning. So I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.